Guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga Chapter 830. Okay, so we start things off with a flashback, and in this flashback is Jinbe asking his crew, is it okay if he leaves to join the Straw Hats? And his crew is basically like, yeah, it's fine if you leave. You've done so much for us, blah blah blah, and now it's time for you to be selfish. So they're a-okay with him leaving and leaving things in charge with Aladdin. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But I'm not. This was before I started reviewing, but back in Fishman Island when Luffy asked Jinbe to join the crew and that was left off on the cliffhanger for the whole week, I was praying that Jinbe said no. And why I don't want Jinbe to join the crew? And it's just a simple thing. I don't like the character at all. I just have no love for the character. Not even neutral grounds. He doesn't even stand on neutral grounds. I just dislike the character at all. I think he's just. I did want a Fishman to join the crew since way back, way back. Since before the time skip, I was like, yeah, the crew's going to be diverse. They're going to have a Fishman. They're going to have a giant who ate the shrink they need. That's why they can fit on the ship and all this madness. I've always wanted a Fishman on the crew, but not Jinbe. And it just seems like, seeing as how we had this brought up in this chapter, it seems like it was just setting things up for Jinbe to join the crew, and I don't want that. I'd definitely rather. I prefer. I think that's where his place should be, and his place should be within the Straw Hat Fleet. The Fisherman Pirates, no, the Sun Pirates. That's what they're called. They should be part of the Grand Fleet and not Jinbe leaving his crew, which is quite a dick move, I personally think, to join Luffy in his adventures. But we had that. Moving on, which within the flashback as well, we basically meet one of Big Mom's other daughters, and now this is Aladdin's wife. And I need to remind you, Aladdin is a fishman. Yes, Big Mom has a fishman, as in species, daughter. So that means that one of Big Mom's many husbands is a fishman. So a fishman hit Big Mom. Big Mom got down and dirty with a fishman. Now for the fishman, now cause I was thinking about it a little bit. I was like, that's a bit, that's kind of like that. But then again, I had to sit back and think about it. Now for a fishman, now the mermaids are beautiful, except for that one from Water 7. I've forgotten the name. I'll probably show a picture. But the fishmen from the female fishmen, from what memory, from what I remember, they're not exactly like the best looking things in the world. So maybe from a fishman standpoint, and I'm talking about males again, Big Mom might be like above the highest level of beauty when it comes to fishmen as in females. So maybe that's why a fishman would hit Big Mama for no way about it. That's the kind of vibes that I was getting. But yeah, it was mentioned, and the wife, mentions that nobody says they're going to leave Big Mama's crew and lives to tell the tale. And I think someone else said it as the chapter goes on, but at the max 3 people said it within this chapter. So it is hammered into us that nobody leaves Big Mom's crew. But that leads on to the next point in the chapter where we see Jinbe and we see Big Mom. They are probably in her palace and they're just talking. Big Mom is like, you're not leaving my crew. It's not fair. Like, I lose a great resource if I lose you. So if you want to leave, you have to lose something as well. And this is when Big Mom whips out this roulette wheel. Now I had a look at the roulette wheel. Now what I realized from the roulette wheel is that there's pictures of Big Mom, like a symbol that I think would be symbolizing Big Mom. I don't know what it would mean if that, like, if the roulette was to land on that. There's a symbol like of a person, like resembling a person, and there's a symbol of an arm and a foot. Now I'm thinking, okay, if it lands on the whole person, that's it, dead. You're dead. If it lands on the arm, you lose an arm. If it lands on the foot, you lose a foot. But then again, it goes like this. But the roulette looks fair. But I just, like it was said, nobody has lived to tell the tale of saying that, yeah, I left Big Mom's crew. So this roulette, there must be more to the roulette, is what I'm trying to say. It can't be just a simple standard fair roulette. There must be something more to that. Moving on again, we go on to Luffy. We get on to Luffy and company. And what really came out of this part of the chapter was that Pedro used to be a pirate. He didn't know he was a pirate, yeah, right. But he, along with Peckham's, came to Big Mom's territory before, and they were there to get Big Mom's road polyglyph. I was going to call it a map, but again, it is a map. But yeah, they were there to get the polyglyph, Big Mom's polyglyph, and they failed miserably. I'm kind of wondering, because Peckham's was with them, how does that lead to Peckham's joining Big Mom's crew? Obviously, Peckham's was what's the word? He was on Big Mom's he was on Big Mom's trespassing. That's it. He was trespassing in Big Mom's territory previously. So how does that lead to him joining the crew? I do think that we'll find out later on, but that's something that came out of the chapter for me. Pedro goes on to then say the following, that how Pedro says that Neko and the Duke hadn't shown anybody the road poneglyph they have on Zal since Gold Roger's crew. So again, they're just comparing Gold Roger's crew to Luffy's crew. And he also said that he will go and steal Big Mom's poneglyph while they go rescue Sanji. And the rest of the chapter was them reaching Whole Cake Island. So at Whole Cake Island, Luffy says he can see somebody on the coast. Now, immediately, I thought that this could be Jim Beam. For some magical reason, he's the one sole survivor of Big Mom's roulette wheel. But then again, it might not be Sanji. It might be someone completely different. It might be someone from Big Mom's crew. It might be someone from German 66. I have no idea who this person could be. But that's everything to happen within the chapter. I'm going to give this chapter a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.